Good morning, everyone. It's Wednesday morning. It's a pretty morning. They finally planted the fields behind us. I was wondering if they were going to, because a lot of the other cornfields were already planted and they've already started growing things. So I wasn't sure if they were going to plant back there, but they finally did. Yes, it's cloudy, but it's a pretty morning. It's a pretty morning. Wanted to give a quick update on the robin's nest here. The mama's not in there right now. I see her over in the tree over there. I think it's because I'm over here. Plus my husband opened the garage and that kind of spooks her and she leaves for a little bit. I don't think they're hatched yet, but wanted to let everyone know. Yes, I do have some fencing. If you remember when we took our little trip up to Higgins Lake and I had bought all that fencing for the boys to keep them contained up there, I do still have that. So I'm going to, when I notice they're getting their feathers and everything, I'm gonna start it right there at the corner of the deck and around here to the fence to keep the boys away from there in case the robins, when they start to leave the nest, they can't get over there. Hopefully the robins don't hop over the fence into the other part of the yard, but I could also open the gate right here. Hopefully shoo them out if they're having problems flying away. So yes, I do have fencing to block that off, but I don't think they're hatched yet. I have to get my step stool and peek in there later and see. I think my husband can. I think he's tall enough he can see in there. I'm not sure. Maybe not, but I'll get my step stool and check and see where we're at. So we don't want nothing happening to the babies later on. So all right, it's really wet out right now. The dew on the grass. Yes. And update on the poison ivy. We got the spray in and my husband sprayed. I don't think our bush is going to get affected. Remember, I thought maybe it'd kill the bush, but I don't think it's going to. Let me walk over here and show you. Can you see it dying back there? Yes, it's dying. And I'm happy because there's a chipmunk that I think goes under my air conditioner over there, and my boys were getting back here. So it's almost all dried up. Yes. And I know some of you said even when it's dry, I think. I'm gonna have to Google this. Even when it's dead, can you still get poison ivy from it being dead if you try to take it out of there? If so, we're gonna have to get some like industrial long gloves or something to get it out of there. I don't know. So let me know in the comments if you can still get it when it's dead. I don't know. We're gonna wait until it's completely dried up, or should I just leave it and let it like deteriorate on its own once it's dead? Let me know in the comments if you guys have ever had to deal with it. I don't know if I should just leave it alone because it's dead. It's not going to come back. Why pull it out? I don't know. All right, so I've got to go inside. Cleaned up all the landmines. I need to go inside and feed myself some breakfast. Oh, I wanted to mention, I started Monday. If you guys remember a while ago, I was going to try to start feeding the boys twice a day instead of 3 times a day. Well, I gave up because the boys, I was just sick of the boys bugging me for their lunch. So I just gave in and said, oh, I'll just do it 3 times a day. So I gave in. Well, I've started again Monday, the twice a day. And they're doing much better this time. They're getting the same amount of food in a day, just twice a day instead of 3 times a day, which makes it easier for me because that middle of the day feeding, if you got something going on, it was like a pain because I'd feed them around 1. It was just, I've had so much going on lately. It's just been a pain trying to figure out my schedule to be able to feed them their lunch. So I've been feeding them in the morning about anywhere between 8 to 9 in the morning. Not a really set time. And then I feed them at 6 o'clock their dinner. And then they get a treat, in between breakfast and dinner. And get a little snack at night. So they've been doing really good. They've actually been doing better this time about it. So I don't know what I'm doing different. If I am, I can't remember. Grant, though, he's still having some issues with it because he's just an alarm clock. Yes, he is. He's very much about routine. So he's the only one that's still wondering why he's not getting his lunch. So, but it's been going pretty good. So, all right, let me get inside, feed myself some breakfast, and get on with our day. So I thought I'd share with you guys what I'm working on today. There's Grant. All the other boys are outside. Grant just woke up. He just woke up. I'm working on, remember I said to you guys, stock up on pet food? Well, that's what I've been doing. I have at least I have about a 6 month supply, almost 6 month supply. I'm waiting for an order to come in, of dog food for my dogs. And then back in this corner back here, I have a ton of kitty food. And of course I have canned food as well. And some treats over there. I need to stock up on more treats. I probably got a 6 month supply of dog food, and that's about how much I want to have because I don't want the dog food to go bad, which it won't because it has over a year shelf life, best by date. And this stuff, I rotate through it so fast that it won't go bad. But I just went to Meijer and got some big totes with wheels on them that I'm going to take upstairs, and then I'm going to carry, because these bags are heavy. The Hills Prescription Diet is a 27.5 pound bag. And then Miggy's food here is the Royal Canin is a 17.6 pound bag. So I've got to carry all these bags upstairs. I've been working now that the upstairs is, the temperature is regulated better. I can take this upstairs to store, but they have to be in totes because Merlin and Kitten will chew holes through these dog bags and cat bags. They'll chew holes and eat the food out of them. So that's why they've been in my closet, because I had nowhere else to store them, to where they couldn't get to them. So, yes, that's what I'm working on. And do you want to go outside, Grant, with the other boys? Shut these doors. If I forget and leave them open, they'll get in there and rip a hole in there. After that, and if you remember in this closet here, I had a bunch of long-term food storage. All that is gone now. And I have bedding, blankets, and such. And neighbor to my mother-in-law is making me another shelf. There's a missing shelf here to go here. So got all that out of there and carried upstairs, which killed me. I'm not young anymore, guys. I'm not young anymore, and I'm totally out of shape. And boy, have I been feeling it. I've been having to take Tylenol at night and a heating pad. Yes, that's what I've been going to sleep with. But my house is taking a hit out here. I mean, it won't take me that long to clean up. I've got powdered milk here that I need to repackage. I didn't know I needed to use those like silica packs for moisture with an oxygen absorber when you store it, because it could store for a long time if you do that. And I've got to package these up too. So I'm waiting for an Amazon delivery tomorrow so I can repackage that. So I'm just going to leave it sitting there until then. I just got to clean up my mess out here and clean up my floors. I'm waiting for another delivery. I've got to send away some gifts to Wyoming to my niece. She just had another little boy, so I'm a great aunt for the second time. So I've got a little baby gift here. And then I bought another gift for her 1-year-old and a gift for her too that I'm going to package up and send off. But I'm waiting for that to get here today. Do you want to go outside, Grant? Where'd you go? Where did you go? Where did he go? Oh, there he is. Do you want to go outside? You just woke up. And along with moving all this stuff around in my house, as I've been doing that, I've been going through all my storage. Since we had to move it out of the one room when they put the mini splits in, I decided I'm going to have a garage sale. Yeah, I decided to throw that in on top of everything else I've been doing. Yeah, why not? Not sure what day yet. It's just going to be one day, and I'm going to price stuff to go. I don't want to hang on to it. I'm not trying to make tons of money on it, but I would like to make a little bit of money to help for grants. He's not coming to the door either. He must not want to come out. Trying to make a little bit of extra money to put towards Grant's teeth cleaning he's having done. Well, Friday he's getting blood work done, this Friday. As long as everything's good with the blood work, he'll be having his teeth cleaned next week on Tuesday. So maybe I can make a little bit of money to pay for at least the blood work. Usually when I clean and get rid of things, I just donate it. But I'm getting rid of quite a bit of stuff, and I thought, no, I'm going to have a sale. And I haven't had a sale in a long time, yard sale. I'm going to try to make a little extra money. Yes, I am. So, ooh, Miggy! Miggy! What? You're going to hurt yourself. You're going to hurt yourself. He just flies off the porch. He's going to hurt himself bringing that ball up the stairs. I wasn't paying attention. He's like, I'm done. All right, let me see if Grant wants out again. Grant, you want to come out? You want to come out? No, everybody's coming in, so he's not going to come out now. Yeah, but that's what I'm up to. Yes, I am. I'll share with you after I get it all out of there. As long as I don't hurt myself. All right, it's their lunchtime right now. It's almost 1 o'clock, so I'm going to give them a cookie. Yes, they want a cookie. Now, I call everything a cookie. This is really chicken jerky from Sam's Club. Chicken jerky dog treats. So, I'm going to give them a treat. Take their mind off. I don't want anybody to bite my hand. Oh, jeez. Take their mind off that they're not getting food. Yes. Now Grant, he might try to get my finger. Ooh, jeez. You gotta watch it when you have Schnauzers. They'll snatch your finger with that cookie. All right, I carried 2 of those huge totes, and here they are. Excuse my mess over here. This is all stuff that I've got a price to sell. Big totes here. They have wheels on the bottom. I wanted to let Cheryl know from Cheryl's Country Home. We've become friends through YouTube, and I want to let her know I found these for $16.99. Now, they're not the like heavy duty black ones that you can get like at Home Depot, but they're gonna work just fine. And they were $16.99. We were talking about how the price of totes has went up so much. It's ridiculous how much they cost. But I thought that wasn't too bad of a deal. But I carried 2 of those up, and I thought, I'm hungry, so I'm gonna heat up my leftovers. My daughter took me out for Mexican yesterday. I had some chicken fajitas, and I have leftovers, so I'm gonna heat that up. Eat that to give myself some energy to carry all that dog food up. And my dogs are barking at the neighbor dog. You hear Marley barking? You hardly ever hear Marley bark. He doesn't bark much. No, he doesn't. Let me zoom in here. You're so silly. Marley has a high-pitched bark. It's funny because he throws his head back. He throws his head back. Oh well, I'm gonna let him bark. Look at your, Mozzie, you got your hair in your eye. You got your hair, beard hair in your eye. Yeah, I'm gonna let them bark. I don't care. Let them have some fun barking at each other. I'm gonna heat up my food and get to work. Did you have fun barking at the neighbor dog? You can't stop panting. He's so hot. They barked for about 5 minutes straight, didn't you guys? Yes, you did, Marley. Magnum got his exercise running back and forth. Yes, he did. He's getting a big drink of water now. You okay, Magnum? You a hot baby? It's not sunny out. The sun, it's totally cloudy now, so Magnum can get pretty hot outside in the summer being black, but he's mostly worn out from running back and forth along the fence line. You better go lay down and take a break. Go rest so you can cool off. I got my closet back, guys. They're sniffing. They probably can smell. And no, my clothes, in case anybody was wondering, no, my clothes never smelled like dog food. But they're sniffing because they know dog food was in here. There's nothing back there, Milo. It's all gone. I took it all upstairs. Unless there's a little piece of kibble back there from when the kitty got in it. I'll let you check. Look at him squeeze back. He's so little he can squeeze back in there. Everything's out and upstairs. So now I got room now in my closet. I'm so excited. Okay, let me show you where I took it. All right, let's go upstairs. I got to turn the lights on still, guys. I turned them off because I took a break. I'm bringing up some treats. Now, no negative comments on what I have stored up here, okay? No negative comments. I'm just showing you what I'm doing with my dog food, where I brought it. Okay, let's flick on some lights. Whoops, I turned one off. Okay, let me flick on more lights. Oops, I just flicked one off. Okay, there's so many different switches up here. I always get confused on the light switches up here. Okay, so here's where I've got the canned cat food, canned dog food. I really need more canned cat food. Chewy's been out of it quite often. I feed the cats the Purina Pro Plan urinary tract health, and I've had a hard time getting it. This is why I'm stocking up. And when I was at Meijer's today getting these totes for the dog food, for the bags of dog food and cat food, I browsed the dog food aisle just a little bit and noticed that the cheaper brands of dog food that most people feed their dogs because it's more economical, they were a very low, if not out on most of them, very low. So please get a couple extra bags if you can stocked up for your pets. Anyways, so I don't feed my dogs canned dog food, but it's nice to have on hand, just in case, because it stores longer. So I've got a little bit, probably need to get a little more. Whoops. Sorry, something come up on my phone on the camera. This is all the extra dog treats I have. I've got to get stock up on some extra dog treats, but treats aren't a big deal if there's an SHTF situation. Dog food is. So, but I do want to get some extra treats for the kitties and dogs. Because if there was a SH shit hit the fan situation is what it stands for, in case you don't know. If there was an SHTF situation, we'd like to have some treats too, don't you think? So I think the dogs and kitties would too. But so I've got kitty food in here. I probably have a year's worth of dry cat food for the cats, and it'll be gone through. It has a long expiration date. I also have a shelf in one of my cupboards downstairs that's filled with canned cat food too. So And then this one has Miggy's food. I think he has about a 8-month. I think his food would last him about 8 months, 6 to 8 months at least. I've never seen how fast he goes through food, but I did with the boys. They go through, the other 6 boys go through, a bag and a half of their 27.6 pounds, almost a 30-pound bag. They go through a bag and a half. So there's 8 bags in there. So I would like, and their prescription food is expensive. So it's taken a while to get as stocked up on as much as I have. Because Miggy's is prescription too, so it's expensive. But I would like to get another tote with another 4 bags in it. If and whenever I can afford it. So that's where I'm keeping it. I wanted to show you the mini split too. Because some people said they didn't know what a mini split was. So I showed you in the last video the unit on the outside of the house. And this is on the inside of the house. This will heat, and it heats and cools. So right now it's of course on for air conditioning. And it keeps it nice and cool up here. There's also one in the room over there. That's where we keep all of our storage, like a lot of people would keep if you had a basement, like your Christmas decor, fall decor, stuff like that. That's all in that room over there. And if and when we ever sell this house, I took the door off of there, and this is what killed me, because you have to hunch down because it's not a normal size door, as you can tell, because this is a finished attic. So both sides here are slanted, so you've got to bend down so you don't hit your head. But if and when we ever sell this house, I'll put the door back on. But I have the door off because in there is where the kitty litter boxes are. So that's why the door is off. So, and also the door is off here too because my son broke it when he lived here and we haven't fixed it. We need to see if we can fix that and get it back up on the frame here. So, so yeah, this is where I'm keeping it. And I also have this up here too. To let me know what the temp is up here. It's 68 degrees right now, 58% humidity. That's why I wanted to get the temperature regulated up here, because I'm storing food up here, and you don't want the temperature fluctuating cold to extremely hot. And up here would be extremely, extremely hot if we didn't have the air conditioning up here. So cold, it doesn't get too terribly cold up here, but we do have a heat option on that too, if we have to. But air is what was really extremely important to be able to, well, for one, if we ever do have to sell the house, and 2, to be able to store the food up here and get this dog food out of my closet. And the long-term food storage out of my closet in the hallway, so I can use that for other storage. So, oops, I gotta turn off lights. So anyways, and I wanted to mention, while I'm turning off lights here, wanted to mention that, Magnum's barking downstairs. Okay, I got all the lights. The clip where I was giving the boys the chicken jerky, because I said it was about 1 o'clock. It was about the time I normally would feed them lunch. Hi. I keep a gate here. The kitties can get through. Well, Milo can too. Okay. I'm trying to talk to our friends. Has a little door. Okay, Miggy. It has a little door so they can get through to get up to their cat boxes. But I have to have it there, or the dogs go up there and get in the cat boxes. So, yeah. You better get away from my drink over there, mister. Okay, so what was I saying? Oh, yeah. The clip where I was giving them the chicken jerky. The reason I didn't mean that I wasn't just feeding them lunch. If you remember at the beginning of the video, I said I'm trying to feed them only twice a day. Morning, dinner. I used to feed them at lunchtime. I'm cutting that out. They're still getting the same amount of food when they eat just twice a day. They're just getting more of it in the morning and at night. Instead of having that middle lunch. So that's why I was giving them a treat. So they still got something in at that time they were used to normally getting food. So don't think I'm starving the boys. They're still getting the same amount of food. That's what I was worried. Oh, my husband's turning in. See him there? He's turning in. So the dogs are going to start barking. So, all right, guys, I just want to make sure everyone knows, no, I'm not starving the boys. They're still getting treats. They're still getting their same amount of food they used to get. And it's working out great, especially for me since I've been so busy lately. So, all right, guys, we'll see you in the next video. Bye.